All right, music fans, welcome. Harmless Dave here, talking real music in real time for a few real people out there just like you and just like me. All right, before I get going on this video, it's Mike Zito and Albert Castiglia. Now, I thought it was Castiglia, but I think it's Castilla. That's what I was told by somebody who knows. This album's called Blood Brothers, and it's amazing. Absolutely fantastic from start to finish. There's nothing about these two gentlemen that you're not going to like, that I can tell you. All right. So former President Trump approves. There are these two gentlemen, really excellent guitar slingers. This is blues rock, but it's got some Southern rock characteristics to it. It's very listenable. You put it on. At times, it's even kind of laid back. So check it out. I mean, this is real music for real people right here. Mike Zito, Albert Castiglia, Blood Brothers. There you go. Another great blues artist, George Thorogood. I've got the t-shirt on. Sad news, though, about George Thorogood. And this is what's being reported. Musician George Thorogood is taking a step back from touring as he deals with a very serious medical condition. All right. Keep in mind, a very serious medical condition. We don't know what it is, though. The singer-songwriter, 73, announced Tuesday, April 11th, that he has completely canceled his 50th anniversary tour dates with his band, The Destroyers, through May following his diagnosis. Thorogood did not disclose his diagnosis, but the statement said it will require immediate surgery and quite a few weeks of recuperation and healing. So, don't know what it is. With great sadness, we must announce the cancellation of our Canadian and U.S. tour dates through May 21st. I would imagine that it would go on even longer than May 21st. Here we are in the middle of April. George has been diagnosed with a very serious condition that will require surgery and healing. This is Facebook again, just reiterating what the article said. You, our fans, mean the world to us, and we know this news is not what you wanted to hear, but rest assured, George Thorogood and the Destroyers will be back. We'll keep you updated as we know more. This is pretty common right now in this industry where mysterious cancellations, can't get insurance to do gigs, people in the midst of health issues, health crisis. It's kind of sad. And again, if you don't like the fact that I'm speculating on this, this just leaves things open. When you see a headline like this and it says, serious medical condition, okay, why would it be a bad idea to let folks know what it is? Typically, if you're trying to hide something from somebody, you don't tell them what it is. Pretty simple. All right. Look, what's really changed between 2021 and now? What's changed? What's different? What medical product was introduced during 2021 that everybody had to go and do because the media insisted, the government insisted, everybody insisted. Now, I don't know if this is, and by the way, you can't connect the dots. It's almost impossible. So when someone says you can't prove it, you're right. I can't prove any of it. And that's what makes this frustrating. Well, you want to prove it? Yeah, well, if it's happening, I'd like to prove it. But this is like the perfect crime. This is like, hey, we threw the body in the river. You're never going to find it. Never going to find it. And that's kind of what's been going on. And people, they push back. They said, well, I did it. Now I'm fine. Well, good. Thank God for that you did it and you're fine. But there are a number of people, who aren't fine for whatever reason. And there's been an explosion of different things like cancer. And we had somebody just a couple of days ago with multiple blood clots. Who was that? I reported on that. And, I'm losing track. I'm getting old. I'm losing track because these come in constantly. And I'm thinking to myself, huh, that's kind of odd. Oh, the Christine McVie thing. Christine McVie, um, cause of death. And you can look at that and think to yourself, yeah, she just didn't take care of herself. She was 79. Just move on. I don't know. I think she took care of herself. And what's 79? I mean, it's just a number. It depends on, you know, how you're holding up otherwise. I mean, did she have all these underlying conditions for years and years and nobody knew about it? It seemed kind of sudden. And this seems kind of sudden. He was diagnosed and then boom, he's going to have surgery. What kind of surgery is it? They going to remove something? Going to repair something? We don't know. And then people will say, well, leave the guy alone. He needs privacy. I'm a big George Thorogood fan. I mean, my 3-year-old, when he was 3, he's not 3 anymore, he's 9, he used to sing the song, Get a Haircut and Get a Real Job, because he used to play it all the time. And it's a great song. And Thorogood, he's a guy who's been focus tested off of pretty much every radio format. I know there are some good classic rock stations out there that you can listen to, and you'll hear a song by George Thorogood. But I mean, who's more rock and roll than George Thorogood, as far as I'm concerned? And I made this plea a couple of years ago when these horrible halftime shows at Super Bowl became the norm. I said, bring in George Thorogood and the Delaware Destroyers. Let them come in and play halftime. That's the right audience. People will love it. You play Bad to the Bone. You play these songs, and people are going to go, wow, this is a cool band. Where have they been for the last 30 years? Well, they've been focus tested. They've been memory holed out of existence. They're just not fashionable. George Thorogood, he wasn't about the fashion. He was about just banging on guitar and playing great blues, either his own stuff or someone else's material. And certainly a contender for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Certainly. Well, you know, he didn't affect the right youth culture. Yeah, whatever. I don't even understand the rationale and the reasoning behind the youth culture commentary from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Anyway, let's wish George Thorogood a speedy and full recovery, whatever it is. I'm just a little curious as to why he didn't disclose what it is, unless he's being told not to disclose what it is, because then, you know, the house of cards falls apart. And I think, you know, if you look at insurance companies and all case mortality, I think the house has already fallen. It's just nobody is talking about it, at least in the mainstream. Nobody's talking about it. Anyway, here's Mike Zito and Albert Castilla, Blood Brothers, and it's excellent. It's just, this is the kind of music that you would hear on a good rock station. Again, this isn't fashionable. It's just two really amazing guitar players and putting together some excellent music. Zito has this record label. It's a Gulf Coast Music. It's excellent. There are many fine artists over there, and you should check out the label and the album. And again, thanks for checking out this channel. Don't forget to subscribe, people. Patreon for $1 a month. Also, if you can do that, $2 a month, $5 a month. If I can get a wealthy donor in, that would be cool, right? You know, like a Bill Gates character who wants to float the channel. Although maybe not, you know, with the goals of ending the world like Bill Gates has, but, you know, I'm thinking somebody might be out there who wants to float this channel. I know, low production value, not the most attractive guy, but we just keep going. And we thank everybody. Don't forget about YouTube memberships as well. And I will, of course, see you soon. And thanks for watching.